August 2021, we decided to move to Costa Rica. So we are getting all these things together. This is what the living room looked like before. Here is after, and it's been a couple of additions and a couple of removals, but the house is a little bit of a mess, and that's okay because we're moving toward the right direction. So here we have Gabe. So silly. Gabe is the goofiest. And there is my brother. So Gabe is going to help us move the pillows. Yep, that's the help he has. So my brothers and my cousin came down, and now we are in the garage, just really looking through the thousands of things that we have in returns from our whole scammer situation and just things that we've accumulated over the past year. So I think I was looking for an item to give to my cousin while they were there, but the garage is a mess, and they are taking majority of our things. They probably took 70% of the things that we had at the house, and I'm so thankful for it because that would have been a stressful thing, having several people go in and out of our house, even though it's not going to be our house much longer, but it was certainly stressful. My brother is looking at our printer and our laptops, they took all of that. Though the laptop and the printer was new, but the laptop was a brick. So no love lost there. Here I'm going to show you what the U-Haul is now. I showed you what it was earlier, and it was rather empty, but now we have a couple items up front that we don't want broken. And then we also, I think at this point it was 50% of the way full. So I'm gonna give you a little snapshot of that. Maybe a little more, but they were good about stacking it up top. So they were super efficient in that. And he's just coming from the side of the house because it was townhome. So it wasn't attached on the side, and it was a standalone. So that was essentially the house that we had for about a year, 3-story, did not have any. It wasn't connected, but it was still close or far enough for you to have your own space. And then back to the garage where my husband has his barbecue. We have to get rid of the trampoline, and we have 1,001 boxes because we're Amazon sellers. And yeah, it's still a very long road to go, but this was in preparation for our passport excursion. Because with our passport excursion, we have to clear out some things in order to make it really real and find some documents and things of that sort. So a lot of clarity is coming also through moving items. this morning we are going to Shreveport to get Gabe's birth certificate. It is the closest parish to Texas, and when we had called all over, they were saying that the local government, the governmental office for vital records, are not taking walk-ins. So not only do we not have a kiosk option, but we don't have a walk-in option, and we missed his passport appointment 2 weeks ago because the birth certificate was not proper. We're on our way to get Gabe's or his birth certificate so we can submit the information for the passport so that we can get the passport expedited so that we can go to Costa Rica. So we'll see how this goes. So we're up. My husband loves McDonald's for some reason. He worked there for so long, and they gave him a start whenever no one would. So he has a lot of loyalty to McDonald's. We go there, and I got eggs.
I think it's valuable. But also, okay, there's a whole bunch I can see. Especially here, right? And this is in what order your brain operates. I can see for sure that you feel people. Like in terms of, like there are some people that are walking through a bunch of people and they'll see, wow, it's 100 people. But according to this assessment,
we make our first stop, and that is getting gas, but he also broke the gas canister thing. So Gabe is making sure that he's using his time wisely, and he's cleaning the car as he's seen Dad do several times. And then also I've done, because I have astigmatism, so if anything bounces off of anything incorrectly, I am blind. So he's doing what he sees best, and he's being a helper. Also, he's having a lot of fun in the water. So I'm just glad that he's having a good time. All right, and we are crossing the border. I tried to get a little picture of the Texas sign, but I did not get it. So froze it a little bit for you to see it, and then we are moving on. So we finally made it to Shreveport, which really wasn't bad, because after crossing over the border, the length of the time was really just getting out of Texas. But after we crossed over the border from Louisiana and Texas, it really only took 15 minutes to get there. So amazing for that. We've driven through there several times, but when you're counting time trying to get a passport, it's a little different. All right, so got a nice little shot of downtown. And my husband so fabulously parallel parks here. And then we go into the courthouse. The courthouse, guys, was literally based in, that had to be built in the 60s or the 70s, and it has not changed. But I did not want to take out the camera and then have the deputies looking at me crazy, which they weren't really doing much in there anyways. But I'm guessing there are like civil and criminal courses cases going on in that same place. So they're there for a reason. And then after we get his birth certificate, we immediately head back to Texas and the post office, because as I stated before, they told us that if we get the birth certificate and we come right back, they would honor us still having an appointment because we weren't able to do it before. So we were super thankful for that, but we could not get an appointment in Shreveport because it's all appointment based. So that was our trip, all the craziness. And we are thankful that we thought on our toes, because really, in order for it to get sent to our house, they were saying that it was going to take 8 to 10 weeks. I'm like, dang, 8 to 10 weeks for it to get to the post office, and then 12 to 18 weeks for the passport to get here. Baby, that's dang near May. Come on now.